Welcome everyone to the Lowkey Casuals podcast, episode 2. I'm your host Michael, here with Zen, Marco, Ahmed, Jonathan, and Aaron. Now, you may be wondering to yourself, episode 2, where's episode 1? Well, we fucked up. So, when we thought that this thing was going to record and be restored or backed up or anything, it didn't. So, there's no way for us to salvage any of that. So, if you were there, congrats. We had fun. If you weren't there, sucks to be you, I guess. Our podcast is sponsored by no one because we're not fucking sellouts. Except, hey, Raid Shadow Legends, if you're out there, I will gladly sell out for you. Just saying. Should this? It's been exactly a week. Yeah, 7 days. 7 days.
It's torturous. You watch this video and in 7 days. Oh.
What?
What's going on? You cut out.
Oh, God.
Oh no!
We're dropping frames already? Jesus.
This is going great.
So how's everyone's week been? Oh,
Shitty. Ooh, explain, sir.
Train suck. That's it.
Oh, that was last week's.
yeah.
Yeah, well,
Sh-
twice this week.
Shit never changes. Fuck you, NJ Transit. Am I right?
Yeah, mine's been pretty tiring. It's like, I'm exhausted right now. Honestly, I just woke up from a nap. I need to go back to sleep after this, and then wake up early tomorrow.
Ooh, what time?
I have to wake up like at 5.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is part of being growing up. Just getting fatter, losing sleep,
Don't fucking remind me.
trying to make some money.
some money.
Just some.
Yeah.
Just
a year.
Yeah, very little. I've been blessed. I've been blessed with the amount of care I have.
Hey, apparently, baldness hit my dad, so it's gonna skip me. I'm sorry to my child, my future child. If you ever listen to this, I'm sorry you're gonna go bald by by the age of 30.
Oh man.
It could work. I could see it working. It's gonna be in fashion by then.
It'd be a little unfortunate if it was a girl. She went bald.
Oh my god, that
She blames her.
my poor daughter. That would fucking suck.
It would. But she'd have to get used to it. That's like.
I'd buy her every wig just to make up for that. Like the expensive ones, like with horsehair. Like the ones all the black girls fight over.
Oh my gosh.
Or no. They fight over like the real human hair. You see this girl right now? This here, real human hair. Real human hair.
Wrong sample. Wrong crap. We don't understand any of that stuff. So, yeah.
I wanna ask, Michael, what's the stuff that you've been hiding, teasing at over the week?
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh.
It was like this, what's the things that you've been saying, like, oh, I'll say it later.
Of course.
God damn it, I wanna know.
Which one do you want me to start off with?
Oh, we should start off with the squeaky
The what?
The squeaky rap?
Oh, all right. So, okay. So, for those of you who don't fucking know, or if you do know, I envy you because this thing came out like a month ago. So, here's some backstory. Um, so I was just like, I don't know, I was just browsing the internet like I do. I think it was Reddit, and I found this Quickie rapper, and I thought it was a joke. Like it was like a genius video of him explaining lyrics, and he's going and he's rapping while he's squeaking. He's like, oh, I can't even do it. That's how high he was. He sounded like fucking like one of the Alvin and the Chipmunks. And I'm like, this gotta be a joke, right? And I look at the comments like, no, this is real. This is a song called "For the Trap" by 6'5". It was like, what was I forget his name? Hold on, let me six
Or something like
6'5" ARM or something like that.
that?
Hold on, I'm gonna pull up the video right now. But like, holy shit, I'm like, this has to be like a joke. And then when he's doing the interview, he's like, nah, man, like this is like something I figured out in the studio, and it's for real. And I'm like, people gotta think this is funny, right? And I look at comments like, this is the next generation of rap. This is how it's gonna be. I'm like, what? You guys are fucking idiots. Like, for real. Like, how are you gonna tell me like this is like an art form? Like this is something funny to me. Like this is a
Yeah.
joke.
You have to put it up because it's hard to explain.
I know, but hold on. I'm getting the link right now, and I'm gonna put it up.
Yeah, it's another level of understanding,
Like this is probably this is beyond like Rick and Morty shit at this point to understand it. I bet, but like they didn't stop producing it. It's just that they delayed the second part of the fourth season. But we'll get to that at some other point if you want. But here it is. Um, I suggest like skipping ahead a little bit because like it's just
Yeah, is it possible for you to just play it out loud?
Alvin and the Chipmunks, but like auto tune.
Okay, done.
And like in the Genius video, he really like goes into the lyrics.
The Genius video killed me.
He literally goes into the lyrics. Yeah, it's in the stream chat. Yeah.
It's
Um.
so
Yeah. So it's just auto tune squeaks, and I'm like, holy shit, this is like an actual fucking thing.
That is the weirdest thing ever.
Like I was just
there wasn't a single word I said in that.
no, it was like like that type of shit.
The thing about the Genius one that made me like be like from a normal voice super deep to the squeaky voice, and I'm like, does this guy have like a split personality? What's happening? It's so wild.
It's like fucking nuts.
But to be fair,
Yes, but
Well, yeah,
yeah, but that was like covers of songs. This is a guy that's like, I've invented a new art form of rap. Like the squeaky thing, like it's genius. And there are people that are like, oh my god, this song is fucking lit. Oh, like this is how rap, like this is where it starts. This is gonna how like the evolution of rap is. And I'm like, no, no, it's just a squeaky voice. Like, like, like I can't take it seriously.
this guy was reprehensible.
Like, and then like you look at his lyrics, it's like him trying to be hard and shit. It's like, don't fuck with my crew and shit. And then you're like, what? How can you say that in like the most laughable voice that you made? And then like when he talks, he has like a very deep voice.
yeah, I know. That's what was like so weird about the Genius thing. I'm like, this is not the same person.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, so like what I'm trying to say is that like I don't gang bang, but I make that money though. Like that type of shit. And like
I have to see that.
Oh my god, it had me dying. Like I was just like, this is not real. It can't be real.
Yeah.
But I'm like, and then like I find out like it's one of like the top hits of January, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it really makes me feel like a fucking boomer because I'm like, I don't get it.
I think that's always been one of the ultra
I feel like it's such a ridiculous act though. Like the way people are being is just absolutely insane in the worst ways compared to like before. I feel like 50 years ago or something.
Societal stigmas and viewpoints that all changes over time. Of course, I get that. Um, it's just like I feel like I'm getting like either old or there's just something I'm not grasping when it comes to shit like this. Like even TikTok. Like I don't understand how people find some of these TikToks to be like hilarious. When I see them, I'm like, this is so bland. Like this is like bland humor to me. Like
I find the cringe funny sometimes.
I mean,
oh yeah, I look at
Just the cringe. I don't think it's inherently funny.
but see the thing is like to me it's like it's cringy, but to the point where it's just like this isn't funny. Like it's just sad or like it's just like, eh. Like I don't know. It's just I, I, I think like I only found one. I shit you not. I've only found one TikTok that actually got me when I first saw it, and it's like, "Hey mom, what's an orgasm?" And it's like with that like the voice modulator where it's like, "Hey mom, what's an orgasm?" Like that. Like you know what I mean? Am I doing that properly?
you made a pretty good attempt.
Okay, and then it's like the sister replies like, "That's when you fold paper many times to make birds," and he's like, "That's fucking oregano, you bitch." See, like I thought that was funny.
It's so random.
Exactly, but like, and then like you see all this other shit where it's just like, what was one where I was just like, why is this even here? And I think it was like this guy that was just talking to his dog, and the dog just started barking at him. He started screaming, and I'm like, okay. Next.
I mean, I hear that if folks would go with TikTok, it really boosts it, right? Like, you lose some time just watching videos. So I like watching it because that's myself. I'm not culturally savvy. But,
Yeah.
you know, the good ones that I see, I definitely consider just like seeking as well. So,
I mean, I've also found it the same way on when Vine was a thing. I would never ever go through like the main page of Vine with like all the popular shit because like it was just too like it was very bland. Like because like when it comes to stuff like that, they always make it so that it's like it's funny to the mass appeal, but like none of it's like original. If that kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've always watched the weekly videos, like the recap.
yeah, like the ones where you would find fucking "I love you, bitch. I ain't never gonna stop loving you, bitch." Like that type of shit.
you won't realize I have Vine. I'm really not the best at using it, but all the Vines that I see, even also on short videos, right? And they basically like some videos they're talking about like the content of where it originated from, and somehow hence the Twitter origin story is like the way I get my the views. Like that's the only way I actually see it. I don't actually go to the homepage or look at other people, see what they post. Just whatever's good eventually ends up through the social platform.
Well, I'm sure like these Twitter pages that you follow like have like a same like I don't know like a similar like idea of what's funny to you.
No, it's well, I don't know because I don't really like the people that I follow. The people that I follow are people that I've known since high school.
Also, you don't follow like any like pages that are like those meme pages or anything like that.
No,
No.
I don't follow any of those at all. So I actually have like 8 views.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm like, why? But
Well,
basically, so I have like
well, exactly. It's the same thing. I have a problem with TikTok. It's just sometimes that shit just like gets
TikTok
oversaturated.
is like the zombie version of what's it? Oh my god, I'm blanking.
Vine.
Vine. Yeah, there you go.
Uh,
Vine died, and then TikTok came up
well, TikTok didn't really come up to like I want to say 2 3 years ago,
so
like
recently.
2 3 years ago. But everyone was kind of like like hungering for a new Vine, like a new platform to put like short videos on. I thought Instagram was that for a while. Cause like I'm like that's where I found out like Haha Davis like his skits. Like I always find his shit funny, or like his Pops the Dad stuff. Like I always found that shit to be funny. And you can only like see it on Instagram because he wouldn't put it on YouTube unless someone made like a compilation.
Oh, I see.
So Instagram was that for a time, but like people like there was something missing from there that people weren't like you know people were like yeah like this is cool and all, but like there's just like something that's missing. And I probably there was something on like you know something TikTok delivered on that, which I'm pretty sure was what the hell is it called the duo videos or something like that where you can like do a duet with somebody or something like that.
Oh, wasn't that? I think we talked about this. The song. What was it? Musically.
Yeah,
Musically.
yeah, because TikTok was originally Musically, which was just like a thing that like it was like a Chinese app
Mm-hmm.
that like you know like allowed you to lip sync or do like funny videos with music.
Right.
But then they just like rebranded it as just like a video platform, but like it still had that music aspect to it, but like you know it was focusing more on just like videos and stuff like that.
I
Um,
see.
the thing though about TikTok though is that blows my fucking mind is that it's still operating, but they don't know how to monetize it.
I
So
mean, how do you monetize something like that? I guess you would have to put ads in between the videos when people are scrolling.
I mean, you could like that would be the most like sensible way of doing it, but they don't. And some people are and from what I've read, they're speculating that this app won't last for another year or two. Like it might die out because
It's
like
not monetized.
if it's not really monetized or anything. I'm otherwise like I like I mean if you can't monetize on something that's this fucking big like then
Right.
how do you continue?
Unless they're being like they're making money in other ways. I don't know what those other ways would be, but it's a possibility. Maybe stuff in the background that's happening that we don't know about.
I mean I think that's what happened with Vine. Vine was also like a thing that like they didn't really know how to monetize, and Twitter thought that like buying it and like you know revamping it would probably do something, but that just ended up failing, and then they shut it down.
Which is whack.
Yeah,
I actually enjoyed Vine.
I mean they could have just incorporated Vine into Twitter, because
They
like
could have really growed that way.
exactly because Twitter you can monetize things on Twitter, and like it was just like you just put the social video aspect of it on there, and bada bing bada boom.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Uh,
Speaking about China,
oh no, he's gonna say it.
that coronavirus though. So here's a thing that came up the other day. Let me see if I can post it in here. So yeah. So I saw this and I thought it was kind of interesting. So they said the coronavirus is hitting pretty much China so hard that like the companies that are in China that make generic medications aren't able to produce as much as they were before. So apparently this is gonna start affecting like other countries, including the U.S. Because most of like the generic medications we get are from China and India.
Interesting.
I wonder. I wonder how long. Well, first, I think my question is like, how long do you guys think this thing's gonna last? This whole virus.
The virus or the panic of the virus.
Well, the panic is gonna. I think the panic is gonna stay around a while. But I was thinking like once there's gonna be a certain point because I don't know how long these viruses like when the weather gets better, or the seasons change. I don't know how that's gonna affect this.
I mean,
If it's a long-term issue.
uh, well, I mean, the thing is though, from what I keep hearing about, we're not at pandemic stages yet.
Right.
It could be, and it's most likely inevitable that it might, if we don't really like do something like about it. But at this point, we're not at pandemic stages yet. From the numbers, it's a 2 to 4% fatality rate.
Right.
Um,
That's a good way to put it right now.
so, like that, and some people have compared that to the Spanish flu. To which, yeah, so like, to which like they said like back then, 28% of Americans caught it.
Mm-hmm.
So like taking 28% of the human population now, and 2 to 4%, that's about 2 million people right there dead.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy amounts. Yeah.
Um,
So,
but because of this, a lot of people have been putting money into pharmaceuticals because I noticed today on the stock market that everything else was down except pharmaceutical companies. Pharmaceutical companies have literally, if you look at their stocks, like I invested in some stocks today, like jump up 50, 60, even like doubling, like 120% of their stocks because people are investing in these pharmaceutical companies because like they want, first of all, they want the route to China to be back open. So they're really trying to get this vaccine like here,
Right.
so that once we can like get a vaccine, we can open up trade again, and the stock market can actually like go back to the way it was before. Because right now the stock market has been what was it, like the fourth day in a row that's crashed.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like it was like the Nasdaq went down like 25% in this past week. Like it's nuts. Like it's really bad. Like that's why, and then that's why you see this resurgence of like all these pharmaceutical stocks. Like they're public, like they're just shooting up.
No, well, I have but it's basically right. For the ones that I purchased, I looked at it today. It was like I have a couple of stocks,
Mm-hmm.
and today it was like 19 cents. It was just like,
What?
and it jumped up like
Bell now.
it jumped up like massively.
You might as well just bank in on that.
Yeah, dude, I had penny stocks that were 19 cents yesterday. Today they're like $1.20 each.
Oh, but I don't trust penny stocks.
Yeah,
Penny
neither do I.
stocks.
That's the thing with penny stocks is that they're high risk. But it was pharmaceutical, so I was like, fuck it. And then I look at it today. I'm like, well, because what happened? What happened yesterday or earlier today? I forget when it happened. But they were making the comments about the coronavirus, and everyone was talking about it, and that kind of sparked this whole resurgence, or not resurgence, but like this this whole thing of like with like invest in pharmaceuticals. We need to get this virus out of here so we can trade again, make more money. Otherwise, we're just gonna lose money. Like
Yeah. Whoever makes this vaccine is gonna be so rich.
but isn't that a sad way to think about it? It's all about the money, not even
Well,
about the
That's
people.
how the world
that
works.
that's
I'm gonna tell you what my what was it my nature philosophy professor told me, and yes, I took nature philosophy, or it was something else, but like whatever. He said that in order for us to make the world better, we need to find a way to monetize it, because that's the only way things get done around here. If you can
really.
yeah, if you can find an incentive in making like um, making things eco-friendly, then that's how it's going to work. Otherwise, you can kiss that idea down the drain because it's just impossible. Like there's no wiggle room. Like of course there's some good-hearted people that want to change and all that stuff, but like really money makes the world go around.
Yep. Because money. Exactly. Exactly. And then another thing that branches off of this is there's a shortage on masks and gloves.
Yeah.
And
So
the amount of people that have been asking for gloves and masks at pharmacies for experience is ridiculous.
Dude, I think masks at Amazon is like $3.
I could check right now.
I was I was my dad told me that yesterday because he was saying like
Medical masks.
run out of masks.
Which I don't understand why that's necessary here in the
Yeah,
US.
that's just
Yeah, 100 for 100 masks is $67.
That's crazy. You know, you can get those for like $10 for a mask.
for 50 it's $40.
Oh my goodness. It was probably oh my yeah. Like but there's high demand.
That's pretty crazy.
And well, like for example, in the U.S. right now, I'm looking at the stats. There's only 62 people. The chances that you're gonna get sick from any of these 62, or okay, but there's also the argument that there's probably people that haven't been found that they're sick either. The risk in the U.S. is so small that you do not need to be walking around with a mask. I don't see why that's such a necessity right now. But then I don't know. Do you guys think maybe they're traveling? They want to have the mask with them when they're traveling? I don't know.
It,
Yeah, if you don't wash your hands, you don't cover your mouth, you're still gonna get sick.
Right. So that the droplets don't spread and they don't spread it.
Right, right.
It's not so that you don't get it. And even so, I think it's small enough that you use like that special mask if you use a respirator.
Yeah, and the respirator, that's a whole other thing.
It's just one grain and that's
Yeah, you gotta.
might as well.
And then, yeah, those things are pretty inefficient at preventing. They're, I mean, obviously there's a small percentage of, there's a good, well, let me not say small, there's a good percentage of protection, right? But it's not like 100% you're not going to get sick, you know?
right.
So I don't get what all the hype is. Wash your hands, be hygienic. Like, why is that harder?
And those will be good faces.
Well, yes, but that's not how this works. But yes.
That's very boring.
$67.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. This is Amazon, by the way.
I had two people in my company that were in the hospital with some masks. They were so like I'm like, you can see the filter, like you have to do this stuff that are asking.
What?
Yeah, so
But
it's just a
why don't they educate their own family? That's the purpose of you being a healthcare professional.
That's what I'm
Educate people
saying.
around you.
Let me tell you something. It's because nobody cares. You don't care. You don't.
About their own family, I would hope they do.
I mean, Ahmed.
I mean, like a funny
You'd
thing.
be
Ask them.
surprised.
I mean, Ahmed. You have to understand. Like,
Ask them.
remember that one article about that one lady that managed to take it was some sort of medicine to suppress her symptoms, and she took a plane to Paris, and then
And she said, "Oh, I got away with it."
yeah, and she said, "Oh, I got away with it on social media," and then they hunted her down because like that's fucking very selfish and reckless of you to do.
That's almost well, it's not.
That's how pandemics start.
It's like you can consider that almost on the level of like attempted.
Like,
Wait, what did this lady try to do?
all right, so this lady in China wanted to go to France for vacation, but she was showing symptoms of the coronavirus. So what she did was she took medicine to suppress her symptoms. So when they were checking at the airport to show if he had symptoms, it didn't show up at that time. But when she got into Paris, she went on social media claiming that's like, oh, I was able to suppress my thing, blah blah blah, and get away from security.
Even if you did do that, then why would you brag about it?
I,
Because likes.
ask her, man. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, basically.
Ask her. I don't fucking know. But
But yeah, I could go on and on about this story, but yeah, it's really it's in my opinion it's still overhyped. Unless you're in China or this
well, I mean,
very very overhyped.
people aren't as like they don't really have like that that sense of like realism sometimes. Like people, like when it comes to like mass hysteria, people tend to go with the mob.
It's such a real thing.
Yeah, it's
Crazy.
it's not something we can control because like as much as like we hate to acknowledge it or even like admit it, we're all fucking sheep.
In some way,
Like,
in some way or another.
we're not snowflakes. We're social creatures. We tend to like go with a group and because
Go with
it's one of the five like groups of needs. Like it's actually one of the more important ones where it's just like it's a sense of belonging is very important to us. If we don't belong to something, then we kind of like feel alone, and loneliness is just god awful. Head in that deep dark pit of despair.
But you know what will protect you from coronavirus? Essential oils.
Well, I thought you were gonna try to do like a sponsored thing. We're not sponsored.
I know that.
That sounds
Be-
like a perfect plug right
Yeah, it's like, but you know what can protect you from the coronavirus? Butcher box.
Actually, wait. I should probably take that back and post some memes. What I just said, that was a joke. Like, that was
Oh yes, yes, yes. We have to declare that everything we say here is a joke. Do not take our opinions seriously.
yes. But yes, do not get essential oils.
And if you're getting triggered by the fact that we have to explain to you it's a joke, get the fuck out. This isn't for you.
I thought it was interesting, so I wanted to bring it up.
Well, it was definitely interesting.
I don't get those essential oils part, man.
It's nonsense.
It's like I just don't understand it.
I don't understand how anti-vaxxers are still a thing when the fucking anti-vaxxer person that led the whole thing did research on it and found out that it did nothing.
Well, I mean, it was like falsified. It was
Yeah,
falsified.
the, so
The whole paper was like,
Yeah, I mean, it was, I can't remember the number of people. It was like 11, don't take my word for it, but I think it was like 11 patients. First of all, that's a small sample size.
it's really small.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, I can't remember the exact number, but I think it was around 11 people. And from those 11 people, when they looked back, some of those kids that they looked at already had autism diagnosed before they got the shot.
for reference, 50 is a good amount.
It
Fit-
depends what you're, it depends
I
what
think
you're,
you want more.
50, no, but I'm saying like if you're trying to do like a small sample size, 50 to 100 would be more.
Usually
More
for, usually for drugs, 50 to 100 is like the first phase of research. But yeah, this for something. If you're looking for a side effect like this, you gotta look at more people.
Yeah, you know,
But yeah, a lot more. But yeah, you're pretty much right though. Like first phases of like like research is like 100, but 11 yeah. So there's that. So small sample size. Um, what else did I say? They were diagnosed with autism beforehand. The guy had, I think the guy had financial interest in the company that was going against MMR. So that's the vaccine that he said could cause autism, and the company he was part of was making another vaccine that was going to be directly better. So conflict of interest there.
so money helps about money.
It's there we go. Money comes back again. There's not. They said mercury was in those viruses, and that's what caused it. They removed the mercury. You still have autism, so maybe you're buying the vaccines, right? But crazy idea. Maybe it's genetic. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Crazy idea. Maybe. I say maybe because no one knows the exact. Let me stop there, man. I can literally go on.
Yeah, let's give someone else a chance here. Anyone else want to bring something up that they found interesting this week? Take your time, Boomer.
Yeah,
Do you want to hit right click, copy paste?
how do I?
It's like, did you download the picture? What's a download? All right, let's take a look at this. Coronavirus. Me wearing a coffee filter over my face because there's a mask shortage.
It'd be like
mean, whatever works.
Like that.
Okay, so I found this article last week, and I was meant to bring it up, but we didn't really have time. But I found an article on Forbes about how there's like a fucking increase of cyber flashers, and just to all right, and just to give you some insight as to what cyber flashing is. Cyber flashing. So you know what flashing is, right? Like you expose your genitals to somebody, and they have no intention of seeing it, but you still do it anyway, and it's a crime. You know, indecent exposure. So we have evolved past that. So all of you guys with the iPhone gang are well aware of AirDrop, right?
What?
You know what AirDrop is, right? You know, it's just pretty much like the Bluetooth functionality, but it's just quick document switching. So what they found is that in the UK, especially in the metro, or the tube as they call it, there's been a 94% increase in cyber flashing, which is essentially dudes sending their dick pics through AirDrop. Yeah. So I just wanted your opinion because you've all been on public transit before. How would you feel if you got an airdrop from a random stranger and it was just their fucking dick?
Bro, I don't even know. I want to go home. I want to look around like, which one of y'all?
Who did this? Who did this?
I don't even know how I would react.
But
Oh,
Like, somebody said that thing. Meanwhile, in his head,
but yeah, but this is apparently this is a huge thing.
The network goes.
I mean, it happens from time to time. We're still live though, so it's fine. But yeah, like it's fucking nuts that one, this is an actual thing, and two, that there's an increase of it. Which also comes to me with my ding 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 weekly rant about iPhones. Y'all security is shit. More like wang wang.
I
Uh,
don't.
the iPhone.
I'm not
It's
even.
just, yeah, it's like an expensive paperweight.
That's one of the
I will say it constantly over and over again. You guys are paying $800 for a messaging app. That's it. No, I'm talking about people that like bought like the good iPhone, quote unquote good iPhone.
You say my iPhone's not good?
No, it's not.
Yours is trash.
It's just trash. Yours doesn't even have three cameras. The fucking ugly three camera setup. No, but like, can we just talk about how like the iPhone Pro, like 11 Pro, like how the camera, like they could have made it look square and nice, but no, they made it look like a fucking weird ass triangle. It's not even like properly lined up. Like who thought this was a good idea? Like who? And also, if you have the iPhone 11 Pro, I pity you. That's all I gotta say. You have such an ugly phone, but you really love that iMessage. Or
How about that brand loyalty, am I right?
please.
Just kidding.
At a moment's notice, I would drop. How about that, boy? We're still gang gang.
I don't know, man. This is your second iPhone.
What?
Maybe there's some brand loyalty.
Yeah, you're fucking sheep.
Whoa. We said everyone's sheep. Don't sheep shame me.
I'm gonna sheep shame you, sheep.
You just said that. Sheep shaming me.
Use my daily do.
Let's take a look at this. Is this the? What? Why did you take a Hong Kong police and put first aid on this thing? No coronavirus here. No, but I'm saying like he looks like from like one of those guys from the Hong Kong riots.
Oh man, that was that was unintentional, but bro, we
Do
really
you
did.
support the mainland, Aaron?
No, hey, listen, we're trying to get that Blizzard money, okay?
No.
Yeah, anyone, man.
I'm pretty sure they're just fighting to be alive with that fucking coronavirus
At
outbreak.
this point, yeah, at this point, it was like, all right, we gotta take care of this virus first.
Ugh, fucking nuts.
That's crazy. I don't understand. It's like you have this virus going on, you can't really
Well, I
do
mean,
anything.
did you hear about that guy that tried to pull a prank on an airplane, saying that like he had the coronavirus and then he was like from the region and they had to like ground the plane immediately.
Yeah,
Um,
he like ruined a bunch of people's
yeah, he ruined a
vacations.
bunch of people's vacations and like when they asked us like why would you do this, like, oh, I was just doing this for the clout. I was trying to get views on my Instagram and my YouTube.
No remorse.
No remorse. Like he was just like, oh, I'm just doing this for the gram. Like he was just a real piece of shit about it. Like, and I'm actually glad he got arrested. But like, oh my god, like if I was on that plane, I would have beat the shit out of him. Like,
Like you would have got removed from the plane.
I mean, we're getting grounded anyway because of this fucking idiot who makes this claim. So we have to actually check it because it's a fucking serious thing. Oh man, like it's fucking crazy sometimes. Like you really like some shit like that, like especially that. Like it really makes you think like, are we really worth saving? Like like
What does
like
it mean?
I mean like the human race sometimes. I don't know, man. I mean, it'd be nice if we could be saved, but when we have those types of people representing the general populace, it's kind of hard.
I don't even know. I just wonder how long the waiting time for quarantine, man. Because don't you get quarantine if that happens?
Yeah, it's like I think it's like 4 weeks. Like yeah, it's like 4 weeks of quarantine.
Bro, that's your vacation time. That's your
4 weeks to be house arrest. All right, let's read some books. It's like I saved all my Audible tokens for this. Let's go. I'm about to read every book of Harry Potter.
You could probably finish. You could actually finish that.
I could probably catch up on my shows.
For real. But I'm pretty sure you'd be coughing and shit and just being very feverish.
Yeah, it's a little cough here and there.
Isn't like the symptoms like similar to the flu?
It's when it actually happens, it's a little bit worse just because you get shortness of breath. You tend not to get that with the flu unless you're like really old,
Mm.
really young.
I am neither of those two.
Nice.
I'm firmly in the middle.
Wow. So you think you're just gonna live to 50? Is that what's
I don't fucking know.
50?
Who's to say I don't even die from natural causes?
true? True. No one knows.
Bro, Mike beat Ken.
Hey, what did I say? We don't bring that up.
Oh man. But you're invincible, my guy. You're invincible.
Yep.
Well, since the cat's out of the bag, um, let me explain what Aaron just meant.
I broke up rule number one and
It wasn't rule number. Wait, was it rule number one?
it was
It
number one.
was rule
Oh
number
yeah,
one.
so you broke the fucking first rule. Holy shit! This is our second episode. Long story short, I was diagnosed with leukemia. I want to say almost 11 years ago. I'm cancer free 8 years. Clap, clap. Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh huh, uh huh. All right, now shut the fuck up. Um, It sucked, but I'm here now, and you could thank these beautiful bastards to help me through it. All right, so enough.
Beautiful.
Shut the fuck up. I said I was about to. I was about to say enough with the sappy talk.
Oh gosh.
Oh man.
So who has another topic to?
Oh, so Stadia. Did you hear this crap?
What'd you say?
No, cut out.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
Stadium.
No, you're this crap.
all right. So they're hinting at a free, like they're gonna do like the free tiered up gaming feature.
Hold on. What are you talking about?
Wait, what?
You're cutting out. You don't know what the
Am
hell
I cutting out really?
Yes, you are.
You got that toaster internet, boy.
Bro, I.
Hey man, get away from McDonald's.
Nah, but
Yeah,
I think that was getting that legit though.
bro. At this point, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. Probably better than the internet I have right now.
Fucking.
Update for what?
Steve,
Oh my fucking god. I don't. I don't think it wants you to say it. I legitimately think it.
hold up. I'm gonna type it out because I feel like it was trying to stop me.
Yes, please, please, fucking do.
You're not prepared.
Okay, all right. So, what is it about Stadia? Did it work that time? All right. What is it about Stadia that's being updated that you want to talk about?
I want
If
to talk
you,
about this free tier crap. What is this?
Oh wait, hold on. Just for backstory, Stadia is a streaming platform to play games on that Google decided was a good idea. However, the problem with streaming games is that there's lag or latency, which means inputs are delayed, which is like not ideal for when you're playing like I don't know, something that's fast paced like a video game. But yes, continue, Aaron.
Or a podcast.
Yes, like a podcast, because this one keeps dropping frames. Sorry, viewers.
I love how Mike would just mansplain everyone.
Yeah.
Get it right, bitch. Backhand.
But yeah, like, you seeing this free tier crap that they're putting out?
You mean quote unquote free tier? Because
I don't get it. Like, why are they so desperate trying to make this thing work when it already
they put too much money into it that they need a return.
too late?
I've read some articles saying something about like the whole streaming gaming service is actually going to be outdoing the console service.
If done right, yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
if done right.
Eventually, after they, they're gonna keep putting money to this, and eventually, it's just gonna be a lot better to have their streaming service and have it
I
be
mean,
full
the thing is though, like with like you have PlayStation now, right? That's $10 a month, and it works. Xbox Game Pass, that's like like also like what was it, like $15 a month, but that also works. Stadia, like it has nothing, like it has no games, and it barely works, and you have to pay for it. Like you have to pay the full amount for a game, or if you do the what is it the next tier up, which is like what is it $10 a month, you still need to pay for the game, but you just have like first access to it. So you're really like you're just paying to play to pay again. It, it's just a very shitty pricing model. I mean to be quite honest, Aaron, everyone wants to be the Netflix of games. Like that is the goal. But like there is like something that's like hard to grasp with that. Like the whole thing about streaming games is like once again there's latency. So like some games like fall flat on that. Like something that's like very input heavy, like fighting games. Like there's a little bit of lag in fighting games. Like that makes or breaks a fucking match right there. So exactly. So like I can't say we can't just come here and say like, oh, this is going to be the future of gaming when like something like that is very problematic. Um, Especially if someone like plays on PC, like those people are anal about frames. Like if it's off by one frame, they go like, oh, I lagged a bit, so I lost. Like, shut the fuck up. Whatever. I don't like.
I honestly can't tell the difference. Like, unless it's a huge.
You'll notice the difference when you deal with it a lot.
Yeah, to be honest though, Ahmed, I've seen what 144 frames looks like on like a monitor that's supposed to handle it. There's a big fucking difference. Like it's very fluid, but granted though, they're like they want that fluidity constantly, and if there's any slight drop in that, like they go nuts.
I will tell you this. The day I get good internet is the day you see it work.
So it's never.
First, well, I mean, you'll get good internet once you move out of the Philippines.
Just for clarification, I am not in the Philippines at the moment.
No, it's just that his house looks like it though.
Oh, what's your address?
You want to know? I'll give it to you.
All right, you're gonna dox yourself. All right, go ahead, type it in the chat.
Zan, you've been quiet. You don't want to talk about it. Oh.
I mean, didn't you?
Talk about something, you sick person.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there was some memes you wanted to discuss.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like Zen is on course skill.
Uh,
Like, here's my message. Stop.
he's being very passive.
Here's my message. Stop.
Ooh, you suck.
What was that?
What are you talking about? Hold on. Wait. Giving or receiving? Giving or receiving? Oh, okay.
Oh, I was about to say.
You like that, Michelle? Yep. You like that? Oh, yep. You like it from behind, you dirty slut? Yep.
Let me
Okay. Let me be clear. Now it's my turn. Get the strap on. I will assume position.
Oh
Um. Oh, so someone recommended this topic of discussion for the podcast. Someone I know personally. So they wanted to know, and hear me out on this. And Ahmed, please, Ahmed, I want you to refrain from taking your hand and putting it on your face.
no. I'm about to post that.
So when a girl swallows, is that cannibalism? Discuss. Let's discuss. Well, actually, not even a girl. Anyone. If you swallow a load, is it considered cannibalism?
I'm gonna say no.
I want to say no too because like, jizz is protein. It's not really any form of life
Yet.
yet, but
Maybe if it becomes, if whatever it is becomes dismembered, then yes.
so but is it cannibalism? Like is it like eating another person when you swallow a giant load of jizz? No.
No. No.
Then what would you call it? A tasty snack?
Actually, hold up. Would it be considered cannibalism if you take into factor that we were all at one point at
What did you say?
one point we were all
We were all what? Right.
So technically, we are jizzing and eating jizz.
Yes, we are all cum. We're all beautiful cum.
I just want to let you know my hand has not been removed from my face yet.
I'll grow up.
Who suggested this?
A friend of mine.
Lowkey,
Their name their name will not be their name will not be disclosed for their protection.
yeah, very considerate.
But
This song is called I Am Sad, so very, very.
Here's another topic I want to talk about. What do you call it? The Dark Universe cinematic film. Do you guys
um,
know about that?
the Doku, is that what you're referring to?
The what?
The Doku?
The No, I don't know what that means. Is that like the name they have for it?
The Dark Cinematic Universe?
Yeah,
Yeah, the Doku.
Where does it all come from?
Huh? No, it's just I'm just making the duh sound. The Doku.
The coup.
The Doku. Yeah, whatever.
I don't know. But yeah, you guys know about that?
I mean, you. It's actually wasn't it? Hold on. This is what I remember. This was supposed to be something that started like 10 years ago. It still hasn't really been a thing. The only movie that they try to do it with is the fucking Mummy reboot with Tom Cruise. But like, has anyone actually seen that movie?
Nope.
Exactly.
No, this all the Dracula.
What?
You know about that movie Dracula Untold?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that was one of the first films. That like it was supposed to be like the Iron Man of the freaking friendship.
Well, clearly it didn't because we're not talking about it at this point until you brought it up.
Wait, I'm still very confused.
So, all right. So Universal Studios tried to compete with Disney and Marvel and try to make their own cinematic universe, just like how Marvel did with all their Avengers movies and their superhero movies. So they were like, "Hey, we have all these monster movie properties. Let's make a combined universe with all of them in there." And I'm pretty sure it was going to lead up to a point with like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen type shit or something like that. But yeah, so they tried to do it. One of the movies I know that was supposed to be part of it was The Mummy with Tom Cruise, and also apparently Dracula Untold, which I completely forgot fucking existed. I also remember they were trying to do something with the Wolf Man, but even still, like it was just one of those things that fell through. Like the only other people that were able to kind of do it but still fucking fail was DC. So yeah, people just be trying to copy Disney.
But does Disney? Do you really copy Disney, or does Disney just buy people and then you copy Disney
No,
from
you.
them?
Well, look, Disney takes their soul. So,
Disney already owns you. It's whether you figure it out or not.
just bring it up, right? Was like if it were to succeed, right? Anyway, who would you like to see as Witch Monster?
Holy shit, Aaron! I just remembered another movie that's supposed to be a part of it. That Frankenstein movie,
What?
the fucking Frankenstein movie.
Frankenstein.
I Am Frankenstein.
The one with freaking Aaron Eckhart?
Yes, the guy that fucking played Harvey Dent. That was another movie. I just realized that was a thing.
I remember seeing
Wait, hold on.
trailers for that.
Right? There's no way I am Frankenstein is. No way.
It's part of the doku. Um, so what's the final verdict?
I don't know. From hearing about it, this sounds like a bad idea.
The
um,
thing is, what I want to do with that is succeed. Who would you like to see play which one?
to play who?
Whatever monsters, like we do like our own fan cast.
Oh, hmm. That's I don't know. That's tough because I don't really think like I think monster movies are kind of like a dead genre.
I
Like
mean, yeah,
I mean,
it kind of is.
yeah. So like it's kind of hard to like revamp it and bring it to life. Um,
Godzilla was so like successful. I think like they could come back at some point. You know what I mean?
well, I mean that's like different. That's like Toei kaiju movies like from Japan. Like this is like American classics. Uh,
The original
like
side to it.
this is the like Universal Pictures like classic horror monster movies.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a new modern take on like the Invisible Man. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's like pretty good reviews. Like it's 89% Rotten Tomatoes right now. It's like a real modern take on the character. So I was wondering like what would be like a really cool different like genre.
It's kind of tough because it's just like I it's one of those things that like you really don't think about. So you really just can't be like, oh, this person would be perfect to play this. Like, because also like you have to understand we're in an age where like practical effects and all that stuff is pretty much like a rare thing to see. So
Right.
it's all CGI based. So what you're really asking is who would be the best person to mocap a monster. So I mean, it's like who would be a good voice actor for Dracula or something like that, you
Oh
know?
man, in that case, just go watch Hotel Transylvania.
Exactly. Like it's like Adam Sandler would make a great Dracula.
Oh man.
But yeah, that's to be honest though, that's what Hotel Transylvania was, a resurgence in all those old monster movies, and they made it into something that was like more kid friendly, and it worked because they have like what, like three movies now.
Three.
Yeah, so
Still, I kind of wish like like I don't know. I feel like superhero movies are really oversaturated right now. There's not a lot of something else to see.
then go watch Parasite.
Yeah, but
Like,
Yo,
would you say that like any other movie release is overshadowed by like a Disney MCU film, or something that's
I don't know. I guess it's just my frustration. I don't know.
I mean, I understand. Like there, like nowadays, it's kind of hard to like to think of a time where like the whole like Marvel brand didn't really take over cinemas because like at one point like when you first like saw Iron Man like oh this is pretty cool like this is like you like it was at a time where like oh you don't really see superhero movies like that or at least any good ones anyway because like before that was like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films and shit like that.
Sam Raimi's Spider-Man is like a weird exception.
I mean, the first two movies were fine. It's just the third one that just fucked it all up.
Look that up actually now. What do you call it? The Evil Dead franchise sort of fell in the same pattern. You notice that?
Like,
When you're talking about Evil Dead, you're talking about the Bruce Campbell films
The old school originals.
with Bruce Campbell
Yep. Like
and
they felt they have the same because both movie franchises are directed by Sam Raimi,
right.
and they fall in the same exact pattern. I noticed this. It was like, all right, so you have the first Evil Dead, and it's like a straight up horror film.
It's a horror comedy though. Or no, it's a horror film, but like there's comedy aspects in it.
In the first one,
Yeah.
the first one was.
Say what?
I'm
You're
pretty
cutting
sure
out.
the first one was straight up horror.
Like the intention was horror, but there was like some comedic aspect to it. Like that was like the delivery of like Bruce Campbell and stuff.
I don't know because like and then because I was thinking that where like the first one was straight up horror and the second one was like, you know what? Let's it's basically a remake of the first one,
Marco, fix your mic.
My mic.
You're making squeaky sounds. No, Marco.
It just reminded me of the first Avengers movie. I don't want to watch it.
Go on.
It's good times.
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't seen the last one.
I'm so behind. It's not even. It's the last one in the universe now.
I think. I mean, I watched Homecoming. That's like the last movie I've seen.
I can't remember what that was.
I think I watched Homecoming on a plane
Oh, was it when we?
when we went on a trip.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
Not that one. Okay.
no. I watched. Damn, I don't even remember what I watched on that plane ride. I was just so uncomfortable the whole time.
I was just so tired.
For real. By the way, like, did I ever mention that never fucking take a flight at 6:30 in the morning ever again? Twice in a row.
Why did you do that to yourself?
Actually, you know what? Ahmed, do I have your permission to talk about our last night in California?
I don't remember anything bad happening.
No, but like it was just such a clusterfuck of what happened. Okay, so our last night in California, our flight leaves at 6:30 in the morning, so we got to get up by at least like 3:30 at night to go and get ready, get our stuff, and then drive to the airport and all that crap. Because you know LA's fucking huge, and it also has like a shit ton of traffic. Um, so what do me and Ahmed decide to do? We go out with our friend. His name's Harry, and we just like we go to. I guess you can call it like a party, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so it was like a small party.
I'm mad at a party.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
That
saying.
is my mom.
What?
Just for clarification, Ahmed here is Muslim, so he doesn't drink. It's very haram. So what he ended up doing. All right. So at this party, it was very tame. We ended up playing King's Cup. You know the rules of King's Cup. You make a circle of cards, and then like you're supposed to drink whatever in the middle. We didn't have like a King's Cup, so we just ended up like drinking just for the sake of drinking. Um, and so we were doing that for a good while. And
I thought it was hilarious.
yes, he thought it was hilarious to see me and our friend Harry and everyone else try to like do this shit while tipsy. So there were rules involved where we couldn't use pronouns. People were like losing like brain cells over trying to figure out how to talk without drinking. Um, so that went on for until like 11, and then we were like, "You guys want to go like to downtown Hollywood and just go to a club?" And we're like, "Yeah, let's go." So we hang out with them for like another hour. Like I want to say like, and then, like almost 2 hours, right? So
I
like
don't remember that part being that long, to be honest.
it wasn't, but like I started noticing that it was like around 1:30. I'm like, oh shit, we need to go back to our Airbnb and get ready. And I and and me and Harry are already tipsy, so we're like, all right, Ahmed, we gotta go back, and you're driving. And he's like, all right, fine. I know I was gonna feel it on the plane. So we go back, and like we're just packing, and I'm just struggling because I'm like, oh, do I have everything? Do I have like it was just like it's just weird to be tipsy and pack at the same time. But I managed to do it because I'm a big boy. I just power through everything. I'm a big boy. So we ended up doing that. We went through it, and it's already like almost like it's already like 3:30, and we're like, all right, we got our stuff ready. We're gonna toss all our garbage out. We're gonna lock up, get the fuck out of here, and we're gonna go straight to LAX. And we're driving there, and it's a very quiet ride. Like not a lot of traffic. Like because it's fucking almost 4 in the morning. You would hope like there would be not a lot of traffic. So we get there, and it's like it's very quiet, but it's also packed, and I'm just there feeling it like, oh my god, I need. I was really like, I was like, this was a fucking mistake. We should never ever do this again. And in my mind, I'm like, just hope that you're not in the middle seat this time, so you can get like some good rest. I'll get to that. Don't worry. So like I'm just like I was really just like I want like an aisle seat or a window seat just so I can like rest easy. So I could like take like a little nap just like I don't feel like so fucking shitty. So we go through security. Everything was a breeze. And then like and then we go sit down and wait for like by the gate and Ahmed could speak for this because like I'm pretty sure you saw me just dying there because like I had my hand on my head and I was just like, oh my god, when are we getting on the plane? And Ahmed's typically a morning person, so I'm pretty sure he kept it more together than I was because I am not.
That was fine. You know what? Actually, I'm glad we drank coffee before we left.
Well, that is true. We did drink coffee beforehand because I needed to sober up.
That was definitely more than 24 hours away. I don't think I've ever done
I mean,
that.
so we get on. So we go to the front desk because like we didn't have any assigned seats. So we're like, so we have to go and talk to them and they give us a seat
Wait, you got assigned seats?
because we didn't reserve our seats when we bought our tickets.
Speaker tells us where to sit on the plane.
Yeah, of course, because we talk too much when we're together. So we get our assigned seats, and what do you know? It's in the fucking middle seat for both of us again.
Ouch.
But however, we did get a free upgrade.
Middle seat?
Yeah, we got middle seats, but we did get an upgrade for more leg room, which was a plus. So it wasn't all bad. We got more leg room in exchange for fucking being in the middle again.
I mean, so airports will be like, it's like airlines need to keep that in mind whenever they're making new planes. Nobody wants to sit in the middle row. Nobody.
I hereby create a bill that there will no longer be middle seats.
Like that's, or like, you know what I mean?
Nope, because you cut out of it.
Oh my god.
Oh, and they actually gave us food on the flight back. I remember when we were flying there. What are these called? What is it?
Stewardess.
Strudel
Oh,
waffles?
this. Oh, yeah. It was like a fucking cookie that you can get with coffee.
I'm like, I'm not a chihuahua. I need a medium. We're starving.
Dude,
Like,
we
you guys want to pay for snacks? I'm like, no, I paid for this.
for real. Like when we got into Vegas, we were like, dude, we gotta eat something. Like I was looking around, I was like, yo, do you just want to like wait till we get to the hotel and then we'll eat something? And that's what we ended up doing. But like we ended up looking for a place, but everything was so fucking expensive. Like we were like, I mean, there was, but like you had to like drive there, and we didn't get a car until we went to California. In Vegas, we just Ubered everywhere. So yeah, we went to like this convention center where Ahmed's thing was at, and we found it. And they said that this one chicken finger place, for 3 chicken fingers and fries is $15 fucking.
Get out.
$15 fucking. And the funny thing is, he was walking with it in his hand in shame. He's like, yeah, it was like $15, and he was like eating it, and you could just see like like the shame in his face that he paid $15 for this shit.
Yeah, I don't think I got it.
Huh?
I don't think I ended up getting it.
No, you didn't end up getting it, but like the guy that told us about it had it in his hand,
Okay.
and he was like, "Yeah, it was $15 for this."
I was about to say, man, you made a big
I
move.
tend to make.
No, 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 no. I took care of Ahmed the whole time.
Yeah, I needed a guardian.
Yeah, I was.
The funniest part was, guess what the name of the place was?
$15.
No, no, it was literally called the Original Chicken. Okay, first of all, this is not original.
Yeah, it was cool. hold on. Not to put you on blast, Ahmed, but I just want to point this out. Las Vegas is known for its buffets, correct? If anyone knows this, they're very known for their buffets. So what do we do on the last night? We get a Baja Fresh.
Someone said it was good, so I wanted to try it.
It's just Chipotle.
I didn't know.
You couldn't tell by where we were standing. It's like this looks like a Chipotle, and and we're right. Listen, our hotel was literally across the street from MGM, where they have like the best buffet in Las Vegas. And I tell this to Matt, he's like, "But I want to try Baja Fresh. Someone told me it was good," and I'm just like, "Really?" But I'm like, fine, maybe you know what? I'll let him do what he wants to do, and then it was your friend that recommended it, right? And we were gonna eat with your friend, right? So you're like, all right, fine, let's just do it because like his friend wants to, try it out with us too. So all right, fine. I get it, and I'm like, yo, this is just Moe's or Chipotle or whatever. So I'm like, this is my last meal in Vegas.
Yeah, the hype was over exaggerated.
Over exaggerated or non existent?
No, I mean the hype was there.
Didn't I tell you that Baja Fresh was like a Moe's beforehand? But you're just like, I still want to try it. Yeah,
Now I know.
yeah,
I didn't know that beforehand.
yeah. We could have had unlimited steak. We could have had unlimited steak. But no, you wanted to have fucking discount Moe's.
What are we gonna do with the unlimited steak?
Eat it.
Eat it? I can't handle all that.
You could just watch me do it.
Eat something else.
Whatever.
We have a buffet.
Oh my god.
Where's the lady? He's like, you guys left the California?
No, no,
On a plane?
no. He's still back on the fact that I'm asking Ahmed about the trip. You guys went on a trip?
Wait, we're live? This is great. Oh yeah, that was fun.
Definitely was. I would definitely go again, but like, um,
Thank you for going on planes.
for real. Also, no fucking 6:30 flights.
Don't ever listen to me again.
Oh my god. You're like, I'm a morning person. I'd love to go in the morning.
I know, but like, how is certain flights it feels like
It doesn't. But
I'm sweating.
when you have to get up at 4 in the morning to get to the plane so you could get on at 6:30, it's a different fucking story. Now, if I got up at 6:30 to catch a plane, that's a completely different and much better experience in my book.
Yeah, it really depends on where you're at. Like when I was in Europe and I did that shit, it was such a that was scary. Like leave the hotel at like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. and just go off the streets of like it was Paris.
Bro, you're
And
American.
I could I'm in Paris. I'm like I don't understand French. It is dark and it is quiet and alone.
All you gotta say is hon hon titty croissant.
Like I even got almost mugged. Not
Bro,
mugged, blocked.
just say très bien and just start running.
No. You hit him with the hon hon titty croissant, and then boom.
No, it's like it's a lit experience.
Or
I also Paris has been like now that I think about it, like I have another story in Paris where I was at the hostel and in the hostel like on the ground level there's like a bar type club thing. So I didn't have to leave the building to go out. Um I actually had a train supposed to leave at 7 in the morning to go to lunch. That's already pre-paid for. And so the night before, I'm like, you know what? It's my last one. Let me just enjoy it. Won't I wake up and I'm like, I slept through my alarm, and I look at the time and I'm like, my train leaves in 7 minutes, and it takes me 7 minutes to get to the station. And then I'm like, oh fuck, I really need to like say my password and everything. And I'm like, and so I realized I'm not gonna make it, but I am not gonna pay for a train that I'm not taking. So I quickly just changed the reservation to a different time, so like an hour or two later, and they charged me $200 more. That's for yourself. And I'm like, now I gotta do it because I already have my flight coming out of London like 2 days afterwards. So I have to get something to delay tomorrow.
Wow, when you try to cheat the system, but the system
I
takes you.
played myself. I played myself getting up too late, and then I slept through my alarm. And then yeah, I had to pay that. I sucked it up, but I went to
You should have just walked there.
Yeah, walk to London.
from Paris. Just
That
walk
sounds
to the
fun.
yo.
Hey, it would have been
Yeah, why
cheaper.
not? Yeah,
It would have been cheaper for sure.
Hell yeah, it would have saved hella money.
yeah. Just lesson learned. Don't go out the night before when you're gonna know you're gonna lose to like a plane or a train.
Oh, of course. That's what I learned from Cali.
Or if
Yeah.
you don't drink.
Or if you do, leave early.
Or that.
Yeah. If you do, leave early. Like leave before midnight.
Exactly. Like, my mistake was like, it's 11 o'clock. They want to go out. We have time. All right, let's go. We'll go out for an hour or two.
I mean, honestly, we did have a ton of time. We had the whole afternoon.
No. I'm talking about like when they wanted to go out to the club.
Oh, yeah.
It was like 11 when they wanted to go out. And in my head, I'm
I
like,
think that was the time that we wanted to go back.
it was kind of, but like in my head, I'm like, but like, there's like we have time. We can do this.
It's very arbitrary to limit yourself and
it,
like be like, no, I have to leave. It's very
it was
arbitrary.
that and like Harry was there. Like we haven't seen like Harry moved out there like in since June. So like we were just like we want to like still spend time with our friend. And also we were his ride. So like you know, so so he had to come with us regardless. But like I don't know.
That sounds like a very hairy thing.
And especially we were with good company too, so oh shit.
We all need to go together. That's for damn sure. We all need to plan on a trip out there or to Vegas or something.
Not Vegas. Vegas is overrated.
I mean, well, the thing is though, you went for quote unquote school slash work, so you didn't really get to do all the attractions. We spent most of our time at the nighttime stuff. We could have done more daytime stuff.
That's true.
But like I feel like as a group, we could do more. So,
Oh, we got offered cocaine in the streets.
oh yes, that was that was true. But the dude didn't even look us straight in the eye. He just says, "Yo, dude, you want some cocaine?" And then just kept walking.
Our dude was a pro. By the time we looked behind us, he was gone.
Damn. I kind of
Here's
got
like some
some like
pictures.
And low key, I checked all my pockets just to make sure.
like did they
Make
did
sure
they
you weren't
know
hit.
you did drugs or cocaine, or did they tell you like some asking you questions?
Yeah, I mean, the guy was pretty straightforward. He was like, "You guys want coke?" And then we were like, "Wait, what?" We looked
Meu
behind us, he
amigo,
was gone.
queres cocaína?
Damn, mine was different. I was like only with friends, and we were around me. And
Oh,
like at this point, like it's a little like hazy, like your vision's like a little blurry. Also, I just got some sleep in the car, so like it helped. And so I'm walking with my friend, and we're walking through this not outlet, but it's like next to a place. Like there's a bunch of lights going, and there's a huge crowd around. So we're walking, and there's this one guy who like has a little bag of like white powder. I'm guessing it's coke or something, and he's just like dangling it like above our drinks like the best part. And I told Frank, the first time I was like, man, what the fuck is he? He's just about to drop it in your drink. Like you didn't pay attention. You're gonna just drink a bunch of shit. But he only used us after like asking us to like move. I'm like, no, no, no. But that was the first time I actually saw like drug, like cocaine in a powder form in person.
I mean, have you seen it in different forms?
No,
No, no, but I'm pretty sure you meant like this is the first time you ever saw like coke in front of him.
Yeah, literally in front of me. Like it was gonna be in my drink, and like I wanted it.
Yo, you gotta increase that heart rate.
I've been to parties in college where like I've seen people like just do lines of coke in like a back room.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone do that. I've only seen like someone come into me
It's a
after
very rich white kid type of shit. Like it's like one like if you're like a rich white kid and you come from money, you do coke.
the money's good.
I mean, yeah, but like I don't know, it just seems like a very stereotypical thing.
Cause they're bored.
For real.
Life boring.
Life is
Life isn't that boring.
You wanna explain that further?
Like,
Because there's coke.
oh god.
No, that's
Aaron's
that's
like
not use for the coke.
Weed can be fun.
You remember when Dare was a thing?
You mean that one program that inspired people to do drugs more
Yeah,
instead of to get people off of it?
it literally failed. It's so funny.
Uh,
do they still
I
have
mean,
that program?
they don't. They stopped.
actually, I want to take it back. It's not funny because it's kind of sad, but it's funny at the same time. When
It's ironic. That's what it
yeah,
is.
yeah, ironic is a better word for it.
You don't think that you would have like a test of it and see what actually is fun?
My sister won it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I read her essay. Wasn't that great?
The company out there is like,
What are they like?
I don't know. What are they like?
By the way, can I ask a quick side question?
All right.
Um, just a quick side question. As part of the our group here, well, how do I say it? Like, we're gonna be having any streams connected for like our anyone who's wants to watch afterwards or before, or is it
Well,
just all like group
I
streams?
mean, Aaron's working on part three of the Humans Fall Flat video. I know that's for sure. I want to set up a couch stream for us so that we can all like be in one room and just record audio of this game I found for 19 cents on the PlayStation Store. And I played 10 minutes of it, and boy, does it feel like a gold mine for content. So if I get this thing like running, oh man, you people are in for a fucking show.
I have yet to go buy it. It's like only 19 cents.
Yeah, it's 19 fucking cents.
Bro, I'm not one to turn down a 19-cent game. If it's not hidden,
Oh man, but the dialogue and the glitches, like it's just so
All the
great.
glitch stuff is actually I my problem is not that it's 19 cents. It's the fact that it's gonna take up space.
Dude, you have a terabyte.
Yeah, so
so,
So,
I don't want smaller copies.
no, to be honest, I think
That's why we're playing it at my house.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy it.
No, like
it's hype, bro.
no, I'm just gonna invite all you guys and we're all gonna just react to this shit because oh my god, I could not stop laughing when when at one point for a cutscene the dude just kept spinning around for no fucking reason.
You want me to pay 19 cents for a game?
No, no, you don't have to. I did it for you.
I'm currently making negative money, bro.
I mean, if time is money and we're spending time doing this and not making money off of it,
Hey, hey, this is fun. But yeah, I don't know if we want to end it for now. It's up to you guys. If you want to have another topic to go for. We've been going for like an hour and a half.
I mean,
I have a topic I want to save for another time, though. LARPing.
oh boy.
I'm not even gonna ask.
Okay. Yeah, we'll laugh that shit.
Alright, cue the to be continued music. Hold on, wait. I'm talking all that shit. I have it right here. Alright. Thank you all for watching. It's been another great episode of the Lowkey Casuals podcast. We're still waiting on that sponsorship, Raid Shadow Legends. Looking out for that. So, Aaron, the counter for now is 7 days without Raid Shadow Legends money. Let's see if that continues on for the next episode. Catch us every Friday around 8 o'clock. That's when we start doing these live broadcasts. If you missed them, we have our YouTube channel as an archive. So you should be seeing those up soon when we get that cleaned up. Be sure to check out our Instagram at lowkey.casuals or our Twitter, which is coming up soon. I still have to make it. It's just going to be Lowkey Casuals, same thing. Anyone else want to plug anything?
If you want to give me free money,
If you want to give us free money, I'll put a link to our Venmo. Yeah, it was another great show, guys. Another great talk. And it's time to cut the stream. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.